Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final 9 holes of the 2021 Shelly Sharpe Memorial, presented by Spinners on the Green. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, along with Gary to the O, multimedia extraordinaire, doing catch cam, editing, commentary. Just take my job. I'll go home already.
No, I need you here, and we have 9 holes left. You can you'll survive.
Solo commentary, that can be fun. Just grab yourself a one of those beautiful micro brews as we're looking at hole 10, a par 4, and Henry closed out the front 9, not only giving the shout out to his family, also taking one of the very few birdies that you can find on hole 9.
Starting off with a little tree love. Oh, that's a little tree love there.
Little bit. I like it.
Yeah, I don't really think he would have been in too much trouble, but I think he got to put himself right in the center of the fairway there.
And Adam Hammis has to find a way to recover. Last hole, he took a par, which is his first par of the round. And in all seriousness, he is just seemingly 100% focused and dialed in here.
Yeah, I really wish these guys would have just yelled at me and said, hey, just so you know, we're going to throw past you because, it's been a long weekend. I was tired. I didn't want to walk any farther down the fairway. And,
well,
so far, 2 of the 3 guys have thrown right past me.
Just a couple of crushes out here. And Drew doesn't get that quite turned over enough, and then no love there, as it just filters into the OB rock area.
But still, very far down the fairway.
Yeah, he will get all of that distance. So he might have a look at trying to get back up and down and save the par. Here's Henry with the same MVP putter we saw. Oh, back on his drive of 8.
He's really starting to feel it. He had that big putt, and now he's got that really big approach shot. Hopefully he doesn't hit his head on the basket when he's picking that up.
And Drew's recovery shot is just about circle's edge there. We've kind of talked a little bit about how gorgeous the weather has been all weekend. 77 every single day, as Adam seems to be back on pace here.
Oh, that's a little close for him.
Almost no wind to speak of. Talking to Chris Cobb, who was out here all weekend. Big shout out to him for always being such a great friend and asset out here on the courses, and being such a good, friendly Arizona buddy. He's saying that he doesn't usually see it this calm 3 days in a row at this Vista course, but I don't think anyone's complaining. Solid.
It's the best he can do after going OB. At least he didn't bleed any more strokes, it looks like he's still going to lose a stroke, but not much else you can do.
Yeah, to get up and down and still save a par after going out of bounds, as you said, that's all you can hope for. And Adam now goes 9 for 10 during this round. And AB with the drop-in birdie. And AB and Henry also playing well, but very much overshadowed by what Adam's doing out here.
Yeah, when one of your competitors is 9 down through 10 holes, what can you actually do?
Buckle up and stay in your own lane, and just try and do what you can. If somebody's on a heater, you let them roll with it, and maybe try to ride. What is that? Drafting? Do a little drafting. R.I.P. Dale.
I don't just stick to disc golf.
I think that was a legitimate NASCAR. No? Okay.
I'll take your word for it, because the only car I drive is 4 cylinders and it goes really slow. So,
well, right in the middle of the fairway here for Henry. And just mashing. I believe that's a force. I'm going to guess that it is. And that's just crushed.
Yeah, he's not taking his foot off the gas.
Oh, okay. Right back to the NASCAR references. I see where you're going with this. And AB third day in a row. He plays the high hyzer. He's not going to get nearly as much distance as what we just saw from Adam. In fact, considerably short. But he's just playing for the center of the fairway. Throws that high hyzer, looking for it to just come down and spike, as opposed to get any ground play or skip.
Yeah, I feel like on this hole, like you want to get far down the fairway, but I feel like the second shot's really kind of what you're looking for, because it kind of gets narrow as you get the farther down you get down this fairway.
Yeah, so putting yourself into a good position is key. And we've seen both low line drives, and then we've seen shots that go up a little bit higher, like Henry's.
He just caught that branch a little bit, and that's going to cost him.
Thankfully, it does stay inbounds, though.
Yeah, but I might have went a little bit farther.
We saw AB almost stick the landing here for the Eagle yesterday, going high spike hyzer on the second shot.
He's going to do something similar, but he
But
just didn't
not.
put that out far enough.
Yeah, asking for it to bite. And yesterday I said it came down like a knife. Today, I don't know, it was a little more dull. And hence got the skip, and that one thankfully sticks and then kind of reverses back onto the fairway there for Drew.
Adam really doesn't have much left. I mean, he's got that Mando tree, but it's mainly wide open, and he's going to put that disc right exactly where he wants it, on a hill, right at circle's edge. We might as well count that as in.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. He was worried that he thought he had thrown out of bounds. He wasn't sure. He knows that there's a painted line up there. And Henry splashes some of the chains. And we're going to see that Adam actually did stay inbounds, but he did think that he was possibly OB.
We've seen a few of those, just getting absolutely nothing on the putt, nothing but air.
And that splash is left side and out, and not a lot going for Drew here right now. And
I think that just about sums up his round.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. We've seen that he, has been just a little bit off the mark and therefore isn't scoring. And like you said, Adam past the basket, putting downhill for birdie.
I mean, they might as well just mark this 3 on the scorecard before he even made that or even attempted that.
I'm going to try that next time. Just tell people to put down birdies for me.
You don't do that already?
No.
I was wondering why I keep getting all these added strokes at the end of my rounds.
And AB with the bogey. So he's going to give up 2 strokes to Adam. And right now, Adam is in full control, but driver's seat. We'll go there.
I don't even know enough about NASCAR to even make a reference.
I don't think I do either. So I'm sure we could get some nasty comments because we know so little, but I'm okay with that. We move over
I watched Fast and the Furious once. Does that count?
Yeah, you kind of remind me of Vin Diesel. All right, hole 12, up and over. It's been very impressive. I have not seen anyone come up short thus far, as we've seen now 3 separate cards get played over the last 2 days.
Let's see, we saw Adam go a little far left the first day, but I feel like outside of that, we haven't really seen any of our players really go B, not that I can remember. We've seen a couple of them go quite far past the basket, but
Yeah, the one mistake clearly that you can't make is to come up short. You want to throw it deep and have to lay up, that's fine, but make sure you get onto the shelf. Otherwise, you're all but guaranteeing a bogey. And good-looking shot there by Henry.
yeah. Drew just putting it out there, keeping it. Oh, wow. That almost didn't even. That was almost that short one you were talking about, and then he almost went. Looked like he might have almost went OB on the left there, but he definitely stayed in bounds.
AB trying to negate the bogey on the previous hole. And that looks like a adequate skip. Puts him on the dance floor.
He got lucky there. He's, you know, when that stands up, you're hoping and praying that that thing does not roll OB.
Now Drew looking to pick up the birdie and maybe get something going here. He's got about a third of the course left, and I know we've talked about it. Adam seems to be completely dialed, so I'm not sure that there's anything Drew can even do at this point. I don't know if there's enough holes, but there are plenty of OB opportunities that remain.
Yeah, we've seen players in the past blow up and lose a lot of strokes, but that's not good.
Yeah, AB off the top, and then it kicks to the right, a good 15 feet.
But like I was saying, I feel like Drew and AB and even Manahan, they're all playing for position now. You know, when you got Adam making putts like that, these guys aren't. I don't know if these guys are thinking they still have a chance to win this.
So I believe that still leaves him with just a single par in the first 12 holes. He parred hole number 9, which some would argue is a very difficult par 3 in the first place. Excuse me. Yesterday it played 3.61. So
yeah, I was looking back, and I think in his last, what are we on, hole 12? So his last 15 holes, last 21 holes, he's had 2 pars, 2 bogeys, and the rest were birdies.
Trying to turn things on as we move to, like I said, the last 1/3 of the course as we're trying to close down the tournament here. Hole number 13. We've seen a number of mistakes here, and this hole is just really tough to attack. And you have the high, wide hyzer route if you've got a really big arm. But if you go up the middle, you're not guaranteed anything, because if it skips and flares left, you have both the sidewalk or a Mando that you might miss. And we're going to see the power shot here by Adam.
Yeah, the thing was really high, went really high, really far. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get it back in bounds.
And that
I think it actually hit inbounds before it went in the water, but
yeah, I think it hit the ground and then ultimately rolled in. And Drew in a similar position, I feel like we saw him yesterday.
yeah, he really likes that low shot up the middle, let it skip in. But like you were saying, I mean, he's, you know, a little bit, one more skip, and he might have found himself OB and losing another stroke there. But luckily for him, he did not.
And Henry's just trying to fight through the scraggly tree branches there.
And outside of, it's like almost the safest you can ask for. You know, if you got a little tree kick and he's safe, he did no threat of going OB, he should be able to just lay up and get his par. AB coming crashing down through that leafless tree. Now, yesterday we saw him run something at a similar distance, and it went OB. Do you think it's a smart move for him to run it again, or
He needs.
think he should lay it up?
He needs to pick up some strokes. There's no doubt about that. If he wants to try to move up overall, of course, we're keeping a little bit of an eye on the chase card as well. Nick Newton started out really hot, and here's a really solid play by Adam, who says, "I'm just going to lay it up right next to the basket," and then Drew. After second guessing himself for a moment, takes his putter, flips it upside down, and then slides that right to the pin.
I feel like I saw him doing that on a couple holes whenever he was laying up. I can't remember which holes today, but
You're right. AB had a similar distance yesterday. However, his angle was different. So here, this was a little bit safer putt, so to speak, than what he had yesterday, where he actually putted out of bounds into the water. And today, a little bit of frustration, but
At least he kept it dry.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to walk away with a 3, and this is one of the most difficult holes on the course to birdie.
And now everybody gained, they all gained a stroke on Adam at this point. Look at that nice gentleman.
Rex getting out his Rex legs to try to Rex and effects. I don't know where I want to go with any of this, but trying to hunt it down. Adam says he's really hoping to get that back because he wants to throw it in a couple holes, and eventually I think Rex does find it and hunt it down for him. But the first of 2 back-to-back par 4s that we have. This is hole number 14. OB on the left, OB on the right, couple mandatories to deal with, and at 655 feet, even all the danger I just discussed, this actually plays as one of the easier par 4s on this course.
Yeah, and I feel like right here's the play. Well, maybe not that.
Okay,
the one thing in the fairway outside, that's not a tree he hit. There's like a post, I'm guessing, for a shorter tee, and he just manages to hit it. But the low hyzer, skip shot. I feel like that's kind of the play. Drew makes it look easy. You really just want to set yourself up for that second shot to attack the green.
AB is going to take the same angle.
Is that 3 days in a row? Do you think he carved his name in that tree yet?
I hope not.
Do people still do that? And Adam, there were a lot of pedestrians in the park, and Adam taking the pro move there and waiting for them to clear out before he throws that low skip shot.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just can't imagine throwing any other shot that makes sense for a righty, dominant backhand thrower. That seems to be the play there. And now AB has got to do a little more work on this second shot.
There's not many trees on this course, but he seems to be finding most of them.
We saw him start out so well in previous rounds and then kind of struggle as he came down the stretch. And today, I feel like he really started out hot and has not been able to maintain. And Henry.
What a beautiful upshot.
Yeah, just textbook. Forehand by Hammis. I want to say that might be a Raptor. I think I've heard him talk about in the past. And tappy tap tap.
Yeah, he's making up for that bogey. He says he's not letting the wheels fall off. Maybe especially in the first round after a bad shot, we just saw him get in his own head. But with the lead and shooting the way he is, he's not letting any of those bad shots get to him today.
Yeah, it seems like he's got all the confidence he needs as Barela with the long jumper, trying to give it a run. As we said, he's going to need to make something happen here. Everybody's running out of holes, trying to track down Adam. And all of our players were amused by the basketball game going on. That was getting a little rowdy over there. And Drew's able to calm his inner spirits there and block out some of the noise coming from over there.
I don't know if you can. Those guys were loud. They were definitely enjoying themselves.
Straight balling.
Literally.
Yeah. And one. I think I can throw that out there somewhere.
I'm just at a loss for words.
I think that's the D League, maybe, is what they call that. As he's going to have to settle for a par, a missed opportunity, considering so many people pick up the birdie 3 on 13. Just a few left to play. Adam looking pretty good right now as we move over to the last par 4. Hole number 15, 741 feet. We saw an OB roller, AB with the OB roller yesterday, trying to be very aggressive. And a roller could put you all the way out to, say, here, and try and have an easy up and down for a 3.
Or a roller could put you OB or up on that hill and I feel like over the years of seeing this course, we've seen rollers go everywhere on this course, on this hole.
Yeah, lots of memories of, say, Steve Rico many years ago putting down one of the longest rollers I've ever seen on this course. Here's Drew. He takes a little bit more of a old school route, going straight up the middle, or straight up, I should say, to the center right, and then just playing that that low skip shot,
That's
and
not
in
a
really
bad
good
idea.
position.
It's not a bad idea at all. There's like there's a little gap there on the left that kind of leads you right to the basket. Adam's crushing yet another forehand. You know, at this point, I feel like maybe he thinks he can just walk this one in. You know, as long as he's not doing anything too stupid, he's going to play it safe.
AB catches one of the tree limbs and and I'm
Put that on the same angle yesterday.
yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, just like yesterday.
Yeah, it really makes me wonder, like, how many times do you throw one shot that doesn't seem to work and you just keep throwing it, or
Well,
is it just these past couple of shots that he's thrown that he just didn't work out for him?
we know that rollers can be really touchy, and if you don't have the correct angle for them, unfortunately, they can be really punishing here on hole number 15.
Adam there parking it to his standards.
I love the low skip shot, and
This
I
looked
talked with
really
Henry.
good.
He said that tree seems to suck in everybody. I think we've seen 4 or 5 people hit that tree as they're trying to attack the green here on hole 15 over the last 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen perfect throws and upshots coming right at the basket, and you know, somebody out there is just saying nice shot, and it just reaches out and grabs it.
And that tree says, "I hear you, I hear you.
got
Let me
you."
get in front of this one.
Yeah.
I got you, bro." The forehand roller by AB.
I feel like that was, you know, really good for where he was at. Fortunately, you know, he's just a little far away from the basket, and you could kind of tell from his demeanor. He was feeling a little deflated. It was a long weekend. He's had some rough breaks.
And Henry is in about as good of a position as I was to capture that shot. Just a lot of obstruction there.
And there we go. Just like that, he's, 6 strokes ahead?
Yeah, just making it look so easy out here. Just 3 holes left to play. And hometown AB not going to be enough here today. It's going to now, like you said, just a matter of where everyone can finish. Is it still going to be on the podium? And what kind of check are they going to cash for this PDGA A-Tier event? First PDGA Pro A-Tier of the year. So glad to be out here covering the action. It would mean the world to me if you'd click on that little like button. I know every YouTuber asks for it, but really, it's all about that algorithm, bro. We need it. Click on that. Hopefully you subscribe. And leave a comment in the comment section telling us maybe what you've thought thus far of this final round performance. We've seen a little bit of a roller coaster from all our players in the first couple of rounds, but today it feels like this lead card for the most part is dialed in. We'd like to know what you think of the performances you've seen this weekend throughout, as we just have 3 holes left to play. Hole number 16, 390 feet, plays uphill with the OB sidewalk on the left, and then of course the road can come into play on that right-hand side, and that treacherous hill.
I think I know what Adam's going to do. He's going to put it circle's edge right at the top of that hill.
If there's a hill, Adam says, let me get on top of it.
Drew just flipping this one over, and yeah, that went right into the road. No cars were hit. I know you were.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
wondering.
Big shout out. Ryan Pilcher said, if anyone can take down a Yukon in today's final round coverage. He said he wanted to support it. So I'm a little mad that if Gibson's going to throw it in a road, sit down.
I don't really know what he was doing there like that. He's not hitting birdies from down there.
Well, somebody's got to hit a car. I mean, I don't want to really wish for that, but I would like the $100 bonus payout from one of my subscribers here.
I say we really only have one more shot left.
17. I'm praying for a yank.
That'd be a really bad shot if somebody's hitting a car on 17.
All right, AB lining up the forehand. Again, just to have a shot like this. Plays it low, skip up. It needs to sit down, and it flops over for him. Unlike what we saw from Adams, AB's comes to rest. You'll have a look at a putt. Here's Drew quickly just, throws it upside down and slides it to the pin.
I didn't think that thing was going to stop sliding. It just kept going and going.
Sometimes playing safe can bite you. Henry from about 45 uphill. This is a dangerous putt.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see him run it, but
it's almost better he didn't hit anything there, because you hit anything, there's a good chance that could get up and roll away on you. And by this time, Adam had actually walked up very quickly and threw it right next to the pin. In terms of a layup, he as you saw, was on the low side of the hill, and he didn't even want to risk it. He just laid it up right next to the basket, and you nor I were really ready for such a move.
Yeah, doesn't he know that he's here for us? We're not here for him?
I don't think that's how it works.
Maybe it's the other way around.
But no, going with the really smart play, putting it right next to the pin, and just going to walk away with a 3. He's got, I think, some strokes to play with, but you don't want that. You don't want to be that guy that's got the 4 or 5 or 6 stroke lead, and then you get 2 or 3 rollaways, and next thing you know, it's a lot closer than it should be, especially because there is danger on both 17 and 18. So I do appreciate the disciplined play.
I appreciate it, but layups are boring.
Well, we're going to go over to hole 17, a little bit of a heartbreaker for Garrett yesterday. Sorry to bring that one up again, but it was a heartbreaker. Just proving anything can happen. We saw a 3-stroke swing on this one yesterday, and 243 feet, shortest hole on the course, also statistically the easiest hole.
And look at all those cars.
Oh, get one. Come on. Big skip. Big skip. Okay.
He almost aced it.
Adam hang it out over the OB on the left. Also tracking right to the pin. Again,
Perfect.
Too easy. Got an enthusiastic fan down there. Might be hanging out behind the basket.
He was following me around. Kept saying that this was a really exciting game.
Well, and he is not a disc golf fan. He didn't come out for the disc golf. He just kind of discovered it today at the park.
Maybe, but you know what? He was really happy and really enthusiastic about being out there.
He loves it. Go! All right, so 4 pretty good drives, and AB is going to be out. And he's no more than 20 feet, maybe 22.
Just drills it.
And Adam, of course, looking just to close things down. He came back after a not so impressive first round and just really put his I put it all together and came out shooting 11 under, which was the hottest round on Saturday, and then today comes out and seems to have it all together as he's ready to go. And again, thank you to my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Final hole, our 54th hole of the tournament, 381 feet. We've seen a couple of Mandos implemented to keep people away from the sidewalk, and that also might bring the water into play on the left side.
You saw AB thrown in. Yeah, we saw AB thrown in the water yesterday. It's really interesting to think Adam was 3 down after the first round, and he's
Yeah.
if he loses this at this point, we should just call this a win. But you look at Drew; he was leading it for all the tournament, and he shot. If he can get out of here with the birdie, I think he'll be 4 down, or is he 4 down already?
Yeah, it looks like he's three down.
Yeah, 3 down through 17. So with the birdie, he'll be 4 down. So I mean, that's just a testament of what disc golf is. One bad round will, especially this late in the game, will definitely hurt you.
Well, that's why you just got to, do what Adam did. Have your bad round early and then come out and slay it the next 2 rounds. Just
wrong
go
with that.
try that game plan instead. Little pro tip for you, Gio.
So play bad the first round.
And then shoot 2 of the hottest rounds to follow up. And Drew needs to sit down. Oh, yeah. Hard job on the final hole. Unfortunately, maybe a little too late for him.
Yeah, Adam just playing the smart move. I couldn't imagine him giving up the 6-stroke lead on this hole, but
No.
That's the.
He can start throwing with his toes and still close this one out. I've got confidence in him. And we're going to start to close things out. I can't say enough about everyone over at Spinners. Of course, all the volunteers, supporters, sponsors, everyone that made this event possible. Everyone taking all the precautions needed so that we could play and watch some disc golf at this PDGA A tier. We're both proud supporters and members of the PDGA ourselves. And Pete Ulibarri, Chris Cobb, along with the rest of the crew, thank you guys so much. And there's your champion.
Back-to-back champion.
Back-to-back fashion. Adam Hammes is your champ. And shortly after this, I catch up with Adam. We have a quick chat about this weekend's tournament. We'll see you guys at the next one. We'll see you in Maricopa in 2 weeks, in fact. Here's Adam Hammes. I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and that was my video blog. Joined here by Adam Hammes. And Adam, first of all, congratulations. Let me start there. You're defending your championship here at the Shelly Sharpe Memorial. And I hesitated because, is it safe to say after first round you didn't necessarily think you were in position?
I said after the first round I'm winning this tournament. I said it right in front of everyone and no one believed me, and now look.
Well, that's true. Now, first round you had some struggles, but there was also maybe a little bit of equipment malfunction or...
Yeah, so I actually run out of my daily contacts right before the tournament, and USPS is all behind and everything, so they didn't get in until Saturday, and then I finally got to use them for Sunday. I think it made the world a difference.
Yeah, it helps to be able to see a basket maybe that you're throwing at. Were there any other adjustment? Of course, having your contacts is huge, but anything else you had to do out here? We had really calm conditions this weekend.
Yeah, calm conditions is always great out here, and then just trying to stay calm. I knew the first round I got upset and let it take out and probably made some holes bad for myself, but I just tried to stay smooth and calm through these last 2 rounds, and it worked out in my favor.
All right, well, in just a few weeks, we're going to be back here for the Memorial Championships. When you're looking at a score on this course, what do you take from this weekend and then, you bring into the Memorial?
I think the same. I think we're going to have to shoot the same or even better. I know there's not some of the top guys coming at the Memorial this year, but I still think people are going to come out and shoot hot. I think you're going to have to shoot double digits out here and at Fountain.
All right. Well, it's been a great battle here this weekend. Anything you'd like to say? Any sponsors? Anything you'd like to say to everybody?
Thank you, Terry, for coming all the way out here and filming. It's great to have you out here every year. And thank you to Discraft Grip Equipment and Resistance Discs.
All right. This is Adam Hammes. Big shout out to all of the supporters and the sponsors throughout the entire weekend. I know I've been listing them off in the commentary, but thank you guys so much. It's been an awesome weekend down here. And again, Adam Hammes, your defending champion here at the Shelly Sharpe Memorial. We'll see you guys next time.